Kotlin cheat sheet. Everything you need to know about Kotlin syntax, from variables to coroutines, all in one place. Variables in Kotlin. Use val for read-only values and var for mutable ones. Most of the time you should prefer val because immutable data is safer and easier to reason about. Use const val for compile time constants like PI or API keys that never change. Null Safety is one of Kotlin's best features. Add a question mark after the type to allow null values. Use the safe call operator to avoid crashes and the Elvis operator to provide default values. Avoid the double bang operator in production code because it throws an exception when the value is null. Kotlin functions support default parameters, so you don't need to create multiple overloads. Single expression functions let you skip the curly braces for short methods. Use named arguments when calling functions with many parameters to make your code more readable. In Kotlin, if is an expression that returns a value, so you can use it directly in assignments. The when keyword replaces switch statements and is much more powerful. It supports ranges, type checks, and complex conditions. Use for loops with ranges to iterate over numbers. Kotlin collections are immutable by default, which prevents accidental changes. Use filter, map, and other functional operators to transform data without modifying the original list. For key-value pairs, use mapof to create read-only maps. Switch to mutable list of only when you actually need to add or remove items. String templates let you embed variables directly inside strings using the $sign. For complex expressions, wrap them in curly braces. This is cleaner than string concatenation and makes your code easier to read. Use triple-quoted strings for multi-line text like JSON or SQL queries. Data classes automatically generate equals, hashcode, to string and copy methods. They are perfect for models and DTOs. Sealed classes restrict which subtypes exist, making when expressions exhaustive. Use object declarations when you need a singleton, like a database connection manager. Extension functions let you add new methods to existing classes without modifying their source code. This is great for utility functions that feel natural to call. You can extend any class, including string, list, or even third-party library types. Keep extensions small and focused on one task. Kotlin has 5 scope functions: let, run, with, apply, and also. Use let for null checks and transformations. Use apply when configuring an object right after creation. Use also for side effects like logging. The key difference is what they return and whether they use it or this. Coroutines let you write asynchronous code that looks like normal sequential code. Use launch for fire and forget tasks like updating the UI after a network call. Use async when you need a result back. The await function suspends until the result is ready without blocking the thread. Use with context to switch between dispatchers. Dispatchers.io is for file and network operations. Dispatchers.main is for UI updates on Android. Dispatchers.default is for heavy computations like sorting large lists. Always do blocking work on I/O, never on main. Smart casts automatically cast a variable after a type check, so you don't need explicit casting. Value classes wrap a single value with 0 runtime overhead, perfect for type-safe IDs or emails. Destructuring lets you extract multiple values from data classes in one line. Kotlin supports delegation with the by keyword. Lazy delegation creates a value only when it is first accessed, saving memory for expensive objects. Observable delegation lets you react to property changes automatically. Class delegation lets you forward interface methods to another object. Kotlin has a powerful type system. Nothing is the type for functions that never return, like functions that always throw. Any is the root of the type hierarchy, similar to object in Java. Use type aliases to give long generic types a shorter, more readable name. Here are mistakes to avoid. Never cast a read-only list to a mutable list. Create a new mutable list instead. Remember that double equals checks value equality, while triple equals checks reference equality. String and nullable string are different types, so always handle nulls explicitly. Some quick tips for writing better Kotlin. Use require and check for precondition validation instead of manual if throw. Prefer sealed interfaces over sealed classes when you don't need shared state. Use the build list function to create lists with conditional elements cleanly. That's the Kotlin cheat sheet. Check the blog post linked below for the full written version with more examples. See you in the next video.